welcoming in the very funny Mr. Jeff Greenspan.
Hello. There's been no substantial changes to the gun laws in this country. So I'm not surprised that we've just had another high school shooting. But I am surprised that we haven't had any high school reunion shootings. Because I would think that type of rage would take 20, 30 years to simmer. Really think about how you've been done wrong. And make a plan. Who's most likely to succeed now, huh? Here's the thing. A high school shooting is just rage with no discipline. But a 20, 30-year high school reunion shooting, that's a surgical strike. You're not just gonna indiscriminately throw bullets into a room. No, no, no. You've made a list. You've got some names.
Where's Linda? Where is Linda?
Linda's right in front of you. Oh my God, Linda? Is that you? You look horrible. And I think that's why there hasn't been any high school reunion shows. That's why, because here's the thing, you don't know this in high school, you only find out after you graduate. Every day after high school gets harder and harder. So by the time your 20 or 30 year reunion rolls around, you know that if you really don't like someone, if you really want to hurt them, just let them live. Yeah, I can't believe it. I cannot believe that a gunman stormed into an art class in a Texas high school. I mean, who knew they were still teaching art in Texas high schools? It's shocking. Can't believe it. I'm a native New Yorker, but I spent a long time living in San Francisco. And San Francisco is a great city to perfect your gaydar. If you're not familiar with what gaydar is, it's when you have the ability to just know when somebody's gay. And my gaydar was so bad, I didn't know I was gay until I was 34. Tweaked it a little bit in the Bay Area. I was in a gay bar in San Francisco because, well, that's where they put us. And somebody spiked my drink. I got the date rape drink. And then they didn't fuck me. Do you know how that shatters your confidence? When someone calls an audible on your rape, it's pretty crushing. I used to be with women, no more ladies. But I used to be with women, and one of my last sexual encounters with a woman was very awkward. She wanted me to fist her. And it was very awkward because I'm white, and she was black, so I didn't know if I was supposed to go in like this, or like this, or like this, you know, I didn't really know. I never know how to go in. And so I've been sucking dick ever since. Let's get a little topical. Let's talk about the news. A few weeks ago, a couple who works at Walmart got married at Walmart. And this is the first time Walmart hasn't tried to break up a workers' union. It's amazing. Seriously, you should try not to shop at Walmart because they try to break up workers' unions, and I think as workers we all have to stick together. Are you guys with me on this? Workers have to stick together. That's why every time I see striking picketers, I always have my Uber driver honk to show my support. You have to support them. Speaking of Uber, a few weeks ago, a self-driving Uber killed a woman in Arizona. A driverless Uber killed a woman in Arizona. The victim's name was Elaine Herberg. And people say it was a horrible accident, but I'm not so sure because a few weeks before that happened, Elaine deleted Uber, and now Uber deleted Elaine. So I think that may have been... Okay, so high school shooting, okay. That's what single violence. I'm 47, so when my parents were raising me, there was no internet. So they weren't able to Google what's the worst way to raise a child. They just had to do it by instinct. give you a little glimpse into what family life was like in my household. I was raised Jewish, and traditionally, Jewish children get one gift every night for 8 nights of Hanukkah. Here's what I got on the first night of Hanukkah one year. Front wheel to a bicycle. Second night of Hanukkah, back wheel to a bicycle. Third night of Hanukkah, handlebars to a bicycle. And on the last night of Hanukkah, when all I needed were the pedals, I got socks. I got the pedals eventually, for my birthday, in July. But outside of Hanukkah, my family was a sometimes violent place. My dad used to hit me a lot. And later in life, he was on his deathbed. And I flew down to Florida to say goodbye to him. And it was like a scene from a movie. I sat in the chair next to the hospital bed, and he apologized for everything. And I forgave him for everything, and I thanked him for everything, and he thanked me. And we had this really amazing moment of closure. And then he lived. He made a full recovery. You ever leave your office with a coworker and you walk outside and you say goodbye and then you realize you're both walking the same way? And you have nothing to say to each other? That's me and my dad for the rest of our lives. I'm Jeff Greenspan. Thanks for